Evening peeps, welcome back to the channel. Have I got sound? Yes, I've got sound. Okay, yeah, welcome back to the channel. You've just seen the We Are Driven intro. We Are Driven team still pushing Archie's journey, still pushing Bradley Lowry Foundation. So get yourselves over to Facebook, click all those like buttons, and get yourself over to We Are Driven also on Facebook. Go get yourself involved with what's happening. And then if you can, get yourself over to justgiving.com/campaign/Archie's journey and read all about that one and drop a donation on there, please. Thanks. Right, back tonight. We've got the finals of the CHewitt Racing Mini Cooper Cup. Big shout out to Tony and family for the name, putting the name behind this one this season again. So yes, live for the finals tonight. It's a 50-minute endurance live from Alsace village in France. Tricky little circuit. It's all over the place. There's loads of gradient, there's off-camber turns, a lot of sharp turns as well, or most of them off-camber to be honest, and a very, very tricky final section which includes a great big wall if you're not careful, so they've got to be careful tonight, especially on that final turn. Right, let's get ourselves in. Stony Head. Evening mate, how you doing? In early tonight. Hey, why can't you see anything there? Oh, because I've turned them off, you muppet. No. Oh God, oh my God. All right, they've decided not to show up. All right, forget that then, because they've decided not to show. Oh, all right, I've uploaded the photos of the scores, but they've not shown up for some reason. Black screen for you lot. Right, merch still available, people. Hit me up at dartsmoker@googlemail.com. Tickers and t-shirts if you want them. Right, let's get ourselves in this room. Who have we got in for this final round then? Only 8 drivers. I think we had a couple of drivers finish their season last week. Who have we got then? Cutler, Pajonski, Millerman, Old Crawler. We've got Justin Gantz, Rob Scott, D-Dot and DMK Dominator racing tonight. Again, 50-minute enduro. We've got 15-minute qualifier. They've just started. So let's get ourselves in. Nonsense. So they're actually put a couple of laps in already. So Pajonski, he's got himself on pole, current championship leader. Speaking of which, let me pull the scores up while nope, don't want that, because obviously I can't show them to you because the damn thing's decided not to show up. All right, I've got them anyway. We're going to look at championship leader Pajonski for a minute. So double points tonight as well, so there is still opportunities, even though I put in the post on Facebook that he's pretty much untouchable. I didn't realise it was double points, so he is still under threat here, is Pajonski, but he has driven well all season. It's going to be a tall order for the rest of the guys to try and take it off him, I think, tonight. He's sitting on 321 points in first. We've got Cutler in second. He's on 296 points, so still just within touch, 25 points back. Rob Scott is in third. He's got himself 286 points. We've got LWR Millerman. He's in fourth with 281. Fifth place for D.90. He's 248 points. 6th place for DMK Dominator. He's got himself 169 points. Also on 169 is Old Crawler. So joint 6th then, both on 169 points. 158 points for 8th place for Graham Reeds. Duds in 9th. He's got himself 129 points. We've got One Eye Lou in 10th. He's got himself 52 points. And the last few drivers, there's only 8 drivers left in the championship anyway, but we'll go through the rest. 11th is Aldo, TRG Aldo. He's got himself 46 points. Got Vroom Room 3 in 12th with 38 points. No, don't do that. Bogus Begbie in 13th. He's got himself 36 points. Justin Gant, late entrance to the season, so he's only put a few rounds in. 26 points on board for him. Or Big Will, he was a standing driver for a week. He's got 12 points on the board. And Tatey down there in 16th place with 7 points. Pajonski, let's not look at Pajonski parked up at the side of the road then. He has got himself back on pole though. 15-minute qualifier, it's halfway through. 2-minute 12.9 there for Pajonski. I was just going to say almost half a second faster than Millerman, but Millerman just coming out on track to 13.3 then for Millerman. Long circuit this one. Let's find a driver. Where are you? Old Crawler. Let's go for a lap on board with Mr. Crawler. There's that tricky final turn. Ouch, and the wall as well. So down the start-finish straight. Let's get ourselves on this outboard view so you can actually see a bit of the circuit in the car. Turn 1 then, uphill, hairpin. You can see this track just wallows and raises and dips away from you. It's a tricky little one, this one. To this next turn, sweeping left-hander over the hill, drops back down. Hard on the brakes into the second of the hairpins. Again, just wants to run away with you on the exit. You can see Old Crawler struggling to get hold of that one. Through this long off-camber left-hander. Again, just always wants to push you out on the way out. 90-degree right coming up. Great big bump in the middle of this corner as well if you get the apex. Junk just there. Good corner for Old Crawler. Through the little kink to the right. Again, a little bit of a dip on the way through there. Over the brow of the hill into the left. Again, this one just wants to drag you out wide on the way out. There you go. Dab of brakes on the way through there for Old Crawler. And then to the great big long sweeping hairpin. Right-hander, bank turn. Catching apex on the end of that one, Old Crawler. Through the little kink left, down this straight then, down towards a tricky little section. Straight into a hairpin off this left. Hard on the brakes, got to be careful you don't run yourself too deep on that one. And here comes the north. So this is really the start of the naughty little final section. That hairpin included. Up the hill. Again, carry a lot of speed through there, but it does want to try and kick you over to that right hand side and off the track. Over the little kink, down the hill again. And it's this awful last few turns. Hard on the brakes. 90-degree right. Little dip on the way through there. Again, hard on the brakes. Just through the final turn. Misses the wall this time then, Old Crawler. Let's see what he puts in. Pretty clean lap. So 2:16.9 for him. 6th place. So there is a lap of Alsace Village. Millerman still on that pole position then, 2:13.3. Cutler's now got himself second at 2:13.7. No tyre or fuel depletion on in qualifying either. D.93rd, 2:14.3 for him. Justin's got himself 4th. Where's Pajonski? Oh, he's in the pits. 2:14.5 for Justin. Rob Scott in 5th, 2:26.2. Old Crawler 6, we've just been on board with 2:16.9 for him. Pajonski, Pajonski is actually on pole. All right, we'll have a look at that in a second. No score on the right hand side of that screen you're looking at. Same for Dominator, but if we look underneath the list of drivers on the left hand side, you'll see Pajonski sitting right at the bottom of that list with FL, fastest lap, 2:12.9. So it's actually Millerman who's out on track trying to beat that time at the minute. Evening, Justin. Yeah, have a good race, mate. Again, tricky circuit. Hopefully see you next season, Justin. Can anyone take that time off of Pajonski? What is he, a quarter of a second faster than Millerman at the minute? Millerman has got himself behind Pajonski. It is Pajonski's outlap though. But he can look for his lines and kind of see where he wants to go. Not that Millerman's a slouch behind the wheel, you know, he does know his lines and stuff, but always good to know where the champion's driving, or the current championship leader. See a few drivers have already dipped a couple of wheels on that grass on the way through there. Different lines through there for Pajonski and Millerman. Wheels spinning up, got through here. Feathering that throttle then for Millerman. Trying to just keep that Mini in control. What's he on? A 1:33. Time to beat is a 2:12.9. He's following the man that's put that time in as well. Oh, he's got the hairpin wrong. He's dinged it into the wall. Yeah, he knows it as well. What time have we got? I can't really see it from this view. 13 minutes 45. So he's still got the opportunity to put another lap in. Again, no tyres or fuel depletion on, so he's not got to come in for any of that. Smashes it into the, oh, he's got damage though, so he has got to come in to get that repaired, I think. Or is that off in qualifying as well, as in will it repair itself? Either way, he's going to be running slow into the start finish straight and into the pits, and unfortunately that means Millerman's qualifying is done and dusted. He won't get round to start a fresh lap. So Pajonski then. He's 0.4 of a second quicker than anyone else on circuit. Millerman now repaired, fresh tyres on, not that he needed them. D-Dot into third position then, he's moved up a little bit, 2:13.6, chucked himself up in front of Cutler, who's got a 2:13.6 as well, so not a lot in it between those two. Rob Scott fifth, 2:14.4. Justin, he has got another opportunity here. He's on a 2:14.5 at the minute. Rob Scott's still out on a hot lap as well. D.90, yes, if you want to go and watch, where's he gone? If you want to go and watch this man here from his point of view, he is streaming it live on Facebook at D.90. Yeah, over there on Facebook. Yeah. But don't go to watch him, stay and watch this and then watch his video later and stuff. Hashtag S/T, and that right, D-Dot. Gavin, nice. Unfortunately, he sent you for the final race of the season. Showing the love here for the D-Dot racing. Yes, big up the D-Dot. Sending love from D-Dot, nice. He's getting the shouts, old D-Dot. Millerman is fast. Pajonski's faster though. No offence, Millerman. or anyone else on circuit. You know, Cutler's quick, D-Dot's quick, Rob Scott's quick. He's been putting the pressure on the boys. Been right up there. Again, Justin Gant has turned up mid-season, so he has had to spend a few weeks getting used to the car, and so he's not really scored many points, to be honest. What, 2, maybe 3 rounds, I think, Justin. Dominator as well. I think you were a bit of a late starter in this season. Old Crawler, been here from the start. Maybe missed 1 or 2 races. Cutler, like myself, been here pretty much every week. Popping in from the D-Dot. Yes, Ray, big up yourself. Come to show some love with a like and a follow. Nice. Cheers, dude. Always appreciate those likes and those follows and shares and stuff. Millerman's in the pits again for tyres he doesn't need. Oh, unless he's changing them. What's he come out? Oh, he's still got a set of softs on. That's a good point. I don't know what the... forgot what the tyre rules are for qualifying. Let's pull those up, shall we? Let's have a look. Rules, yeah, blah, qualifying, yeah, sprint races, no. Free choice of tyre for these races, and can choose from the following: softs, racings, or racing softs, racing mediums, or racing hards. Drivers cannot mix tyre compounds and have to run the same type of tyre on all 4 wheels. So we have seen it in some lobbies, in some races and leagues, where people have put softs on the front and super softs on the back and things like that to try and balance the car out. Some leagues it's you know, they permit it, some leagues they don't. But here we go, final round of the season. Pajonsky's got himself on pole for this one. Championship leader by a full 25 points. It is double points tonight, so there is still opportunity for a couple of drivers to snap that off him before the end. But he's only got to get a half decent result, keep himself afloat. He's already got a race plus in points ahead of anyone else. Here we go then, final round. Alsace Village, 50-minute endurance. Wait for these lights to drop. And they're away. It's a good start by Pajonsky, not a great start by D-Dots. Cutler's got himself up into 3rd then. Justin Gant's got himself through as well. What's happened to D-Dot? Where are you, D-Dot? 6th place. Not a great start from D-Dot. Oh, okay, we're having a restart. I don't think he's... I think Cutler's forgot to change the tyre settings. Been called out in the chat for it. Final round, Cutler. Final round. You had one job. An endurance race with no tyre wear or fuel depletion. Snooze. What have we got? Times 8 on tyre wear, times fuel, times 2 on fuel depletion. I think it might have to be times 5. I'm not sure if it's times 8. Oh yeah, it is times 8. All right. I've got to restart the lobby, reset the grid. We'll see then. We've got a couple of drivers. We've got Old Crawler on a set of mediums. Then he's looking to run long. Who else have we got? Softs for Pajonsky, softs for Justin, softs for Millerman, softs for Rob Scott, softs for D-Dot. Just the 6th place driver, Old Crawler, then on mediums for this one. See if he can blow his tyres out before his fuel. I'll try again then. Roving Island, evening mate. You'll share to my nice DMI room page, bud. Nice, big up the room. Go check that out. You're in it for next season. Ah, okay, nice. I was going to say, yeah, you've had a couple of races. I've seen you in it. Yeah, it's a good little league, this one, mate. It's a shame we've only got 8 drivers left in it. Here we go then. Try again. See if D-Dot will be thankful for this. He had a pretty crappy start, to be honest. It's a better start this time for him. Pajonski's got away well. Millerman's got away well. D-Dot. So is D-Dot going to hold on to that 3rd position? He does. Cutler 4th then. Better start from D-Dot. Cutler in 4th. Rob Scott 5th. Justin Gant in 6th. DMK Dominator 7th. Old Crawler 8th. Not having the best of starts on the mediums. Heading down towards some of these tricky turns then. Turn 2 over the brow, down the hill towards the first of the hairpins. How they get on through here. Fresh tyres, still be a little bit cold. Oh, sideways there for Millerman. D-Dot gets the advantage, drives himself past Millerman. Is he going to hold that position? No, he's not. Not able to quite get up alongside and past Millerman before this turn came. So he's riding the slipstream though, heading down towards this next 90-degree right-hander. Cutler riding the frame there as well. Rob Scott, Justin Gant, nobody drops off the pack really. Jonski though pulled himself out a little bit of a lead with that mistake from Millerman. He's gone a little bit wide through there as well. Not wide enough for D-Dot to again make a move. Cutler in the background though, he's under pressure from Justin Gant. He's got a corner wrong. He's gone wide through the hairpin. He's had to put a dab of brake on. That's allowed Justin through. Rob Scott looking to come past him now as well. Not carrying as much speed. Bit of door banging going on, chasing for these positions for 4th and 5th. Cutler back into 4th then, into this hairpin. Justin Gant right on his tail through there. Rob Scott just been dropped off that little fight. Millerman under pressure again from D-Dot, who we're on board with. Coming up to these last 2 tricky turns then. Again, not the place you want to be going for overtakes. Again, D-Dot backing off early. He knows it could be chaos into that one. See what's going off behind. Cutler through there, still being hounded by Justin. I think everyone's staying out of the wall. Right, let's have a flick through then. Pajonski up front. 0.6, nearly 0.7 of a second lead from Millerman in 2nd. He's had to go defensive into turns, which is slowing them down against top spots. Pajonski. So D-Dot 3rd. 0.3 of a second back from Millerman. Cutler 4th, 1.1 seconds back. Still being pressured by Justin Gant in 5th position. Rob Scott 1.2 seconds back. He's under pressure from DMK Dominator down into this hairpin. Dominator thinks about chucking one up the inside. Not quite worked out for him. Backed off at that last second. Old crawl on those mediums. Still only 1.5 seconds back. Again, we'll see how they play out later on in this race. Jonski then 0.8, nearly 0.9 of a second over Millerman. Some good little fights going on here. I'm sure they, well, let's hope they last. Justin again trying to hang on to Cutler. Soft starting to show the wear already, and we're only into lap 2. Again, can be a hard circuit on the tyres here. Again, the off-camber gradients will contribute into that. Oh, almost got it wrong there, Justin. Like he tried to Scandinavian flick it on his way through there. Lost a bit of time to Cutler. put himself under a bit of pressure from Rob Scott now. He's managed to make a tiny bit of a break from Dominator behind. Where's he gone? There is Dominator. He is now a second back from that battle he was having with Rob Scott. Rob Scott's got himself right onto the back end of Justin here. Similar gap between himself and Cutler. Bajonski then starting to pull out more time. 1.7 seconds. Millerman still under threat here from D-Dot. Where's D-Dot gone? There he is. Not working together. D-Dot not able to get one up the inside into this hairpin either. Oh, a little bit deep there for Millerman. Again, D-Dot thinks about... Cutler in the background's run wide. He's on the grass. Oh, maybe a little bit of contact there between himself and Justin, because I think Justin's just backed off the power as well. Let's go and have a look. Yeah, Justin backed off as Cutler ran wide, so I think there may have just been a little touch between those two. It was definitely on at some point. But now Cutler in 5th, Justin Gant in 6th. Dominator 7th still, not too far off. Old Crawler still only 2.7 back on those mediums. Again, we'll see whether they work in his favour later on. Bajonski's still having quite a nice time of it at the minute. 1.8 second lead currently. Millerman's second. He's managed to make a little bit of a break from the attacking D-Dot behind, but only half a second. Not anymore. Not got the hairpin very well there then Millerman. D-Dot all over the back of him again. Rob Scott's got himself through into that 4th position then through that tiny bit of contact between Cutler and Justin. He's 2.5 seconds off in 4th. Cutler trying to close that gap back up. And again, Rob Scott's no slouch behind the wheel. He has kept Cutler and Bajonski in check most of the season, so could be difficult here for Cutler to even close that gap up, maybe not even get past him. Just in 6th then, again with that little bit of contact. They were in 4th and 5th with Rob Scott in 6th, but again, just cost them a position each. Dominator then 7th, now all over the back of Justin himself. Old Crawler 3.9 back, again on the harder compound tyre. A little bit of extra wear on Bajonski's tyres. He is driving that Mini hard. Let's just have a flick through. Yeah, quite a lot on Millerman's. Oh, we've missed a move by D-Dot. He's got himself through into 2nd. That was on the cards. It's been on the cards since the start of the race, really. He's been all over the back end of Millerman. Can he now close that gap up? 2 seconds he's got to try and gain. Oh, Justin gets that 90-degree right a little bit wrong, and he throws himself on the grass. So D-Dot starting to pull a bit of time over Millerman. 0.6 of a second. He is closing that gap on Bajonski a little bit. Rob Scott. Cutler has closed the gap up on Rob Scott. That's Rob Scott just 1.9 seconds back from the Millerman D-Dot fight. Tiny bit of contact between Cutler and Rob Scott there as well, just as they were coming into the hairpin, but everyone comes out unscathed. No, D-Dot, he's got it wrong into the hairpin. He's lost that 2nd position. He's dropped himself back down to 3rd. Millerman's gone through back into 2nd, and D-Dot's now put himself under pressure from Rob Scott and a Cutler. Oh, Rob Scott's just dinged the wall. Yeah, that slowed him down. Cutler's managed to get through because of that. And now Cutler having a look at D-Dot up the inside in turn 1. It's going to be a run over the hill here. Rob Scott still not out of this picture yet either. There is Millerman escaping in second. They're looking at each other. Cutler's got the inside line. He does carry the speed through there well. Can D-Dot get this apex? No. Not able to keep the inside line into this next turn, unfortunately. Carrying good speed on the way out though. Again, Cutler just hugging that inside line, defending it from any attack from D-Dot. Again, let's not forget Rob Scott right there as well, looking for a way through, so D-Dot's got to keep an eye on his mirror at the same time. Starting to struggle on these tyres already then. So that's just gifted Bajonski up front even more time. 2.8 seconds he's got currently over Millerman. Again, a lot of wear on these tyres now, half worn already. Cutler's doing a little bit better. He is back under pressure from D-Dot here though. D-Dot's tyres not too bad. A little bit worse than Cutler's, but better than a lot of the other drivers on track. Rob Scott's blown his out pretty much. Oh, Dominator's got damage on the front. His tyre's a little bit worn as well. He's got, they're not too bad, soft. There's Old Crawler up into 7th. We did see Justin Gant throw himself off track. Oh, he's got the hards on as well, been in the pits. Can he run the next 38.5 minutes on a set of hards? Millerman and D-Dot in the pits this lap, as is Dominator. Bajonski stopped out. Cutler's stopped out. Rob Scott has stopped out. Is that going to work in their favour? Old Crawler as well comes around that first turn on those mediums. Not a lot of wear, well, get your words out. Not a lot of wear on those. D-Dot back out the pits then. Fresh set of racing softs on. 3.7 back from Old Crawler. He's 15.6 seconds back from race leader. Millerman also just been in the pits. He stuck himself on a set of hards as well. Okay, strategy's changing up here. D-Dot out of control into the first hairpin. Sorry, second hairpin. Yeah, Millerman on the hards. They're going to run slower, but they're going to run longer. Dominator also coming out on the pits, on a set of mediums. Justin, we've just been on board with. He's got a set of hards on. So Bajonski, Cutler, Rob Scott, and Old Crawler not stopped yet. 37 minutes left to race. Bajonski 3.6 seconds over Cutler. As long as he can keep pulling time, which he is now, 3.9 seconds, he'll probably stay out on track. What are we coming to the end of lap 6 then for Bajonski? 14 minutes in. Coming in then. He's lost a little bit of time to Cutler behind, about half a second. Again, his tyres a lot more worn than Cutler's behind. Rob Scott's in pretty bad condition now. Old Crawler on those mediums, still running a little bit slower than everyone else on track. D-Dot's managed to close that gap up on him. He's out on a brand new fresh set of soft tyres. Has to do the swapperoo on the way out so as not to run into the back of Old Crawler then. Still not managed to get past him down into this hairpin. Is he going to bung one up the inside here? It does, just on the way out. Still not cleanly through, I don't think yet. No, he's not. Still side by side with Old Crawler. Still side by side. He will have the advantage into this next turn. Oh, he has just got himself in front then. Carried a little bit more speed than Old Crawler out of that turn. Again, fresh set of softs on board for D-Dot. See what's happening back at the front. So the gap coming down dramatically now then. 2.5 seconds between Cutler and race leader Pajonski. Again, his tyres are absolutely beaten up now. The circuit does certainly take it out on him. Cutler's only just hitting that half-worn point now. Rob Scott's in a very similar position to Pajonski's, and yeah, you can see he's lost a lot of time to Cutler, 3 seconds behind. Cutler could still come in the pits, and as you say, he's just looking after his tyres a little bit better. He's closing that gap up on Pajonski as well, so he can just keep doing that every stint. Pajonski in this lap. Are we going to see Cutler in this lap? Yes. Cutler follows him in. Rob Scott also comes in. D-Dot through then. I think they're getting out 4. There we go. Cutler just comes out on track. Side by side with Millerman through turn 1. Millerman's carrying a little bit more speed than Cutler. Rob Scott comes out as well, just in front of DMK Dominator behind. Oh, there is Cutler, just slotting one past Millerman. Millerman's still side by side with Cutler. Where's he gone? There he is. He's going to have this inside line into this 90 right. Again, he's already got himself in front of Millerman as they come into there. Only just though, skin of his teeth. Millerman almost getting his number plate taken off on that little manoeuvre. There's Old Crawler and Pajonski just in front. So what is he? 0.7 of a second back from Old Crawler. Old Crawler 1.5, so he's still about 2.2 seconds back from Pajonski. Fuel as Pajonski put on just under 3/4 of a tank, or possibly 3/4 of a tank when he actually came out. D-Dot's still doing it all right for fuel. 2.1 second lead currently over Pajonski. He did come in a lap or 2 before. Where did he come in? 2:31 on lap 5. Pajonski came in on lap 7. Yeah, 2 laps. Damn it. There is Pajonski just in the background, now only 1.7 seconds back again, slightly fresher set of tyres. Damn it. Why do things do it? Why do things not work when they should? We're good people, it's alright. So D-Dot under pressure for this race lead then. Pajonski hammering that first little section. He's already 2.7 seconds back in front of Cutler. Cutler has had to negotiate his way past Old Crawler. Old Crawler tyres just starting to see the hurt on those now. Millerman might be able to get his way past here. Old Crawler now got the inside line into this turn. Again, Millerman closing up on every corner with that fresher set of tyres. Sweeps himself to run around the outside here. Not through that turn, through this next one. There he goes through then. Millerman into fourth, Old Crawler fifth. D.90 just about to lose first. Bajonski slots one up the inside. Through the banked left-hander. Sorry, banked right-hander. Still side by side though as they run down towards this hairpin. Bajonski's got the inside line. D-Dot then has to back off and allow Bajonski to take that. They've still got 2.4 seconds over third place Cutler. Cutler, I didn't realise, would come out on a set of mediums as well. Yeah, Millerman on those hards has just got himself past Old Crawler, so Old Crawler gets pushed down to fifth. DMK Dominator, next driver coming through. He's on a fresher set of mediums as well, sixth place. Also closing that gap. You might see Old Crawler come in the pits. I'm not too sure. No, not yet. He's quite happy on those mediums. Dominator sixth then, just a second back. Justin 18.1 seconds back, so 2 pit stops now for Justin. Set of mediums on board for him. Rob Scott now at the back of the pack in 12th. Oh, looks like Rob Scott's had to come in 2 laps in a row, lap 7 and lap 8, picking up damage somewhere, Rob Scott. Sorry, buddy, missed you. Double points or no double points, that's no good for Rob Scott at all. Not with this man now out front. D-Dot second, still only half a second. He's not allowed Bajonski to totally disappear with this one yet. Cutler still keeping these boys in check on that set of mediums, just 2.6 seconds back at the minute. Millerman on those hards, now 5 seconds back from the top 3. Old Crawler still held 5th from Dominator at the minute. Again, he's got that inside line into this next sweeping right-hander. Can Dominator get him anywhere through this? Fresher tyres on board for Dominator, both drivers on the mediums. Crawler, I think he's going to lose this position here as we go into the hairpin. No. Dominator backs off on the way into it. Gives Old Crawler the position. Gets a slightly better run on the way out, but Old Crawler's still going to hold this line through here. Again, another good exit here by Dominator. He's just giving Old Crawler a nudge up the road. Come on, let's close up on Millerman in front. Thought about slinging one up the inside there. Old Crawler in the pits this lap then, so loses that 5th. We'll see where he ends up coming out. He's been on those mediums for 10 laps then. What's happened to D-Dot? D-Dot has got it all wrong somewhere. His tyre's now blown out as well. Stopped a lot earlier, 2 laps earlier than everybody else. So now 2.6 seconds down from this man, Bajonski. And under a little bit of pressure from this man here, Cutler in 3rd, who's out on a set of mediums. Just 0.8 of a second back. Again, pulling more time from Millerman. He's now 4th, 6.5 seconds back. Pajonsky looking comfortable then. 3 seconds he's got over D Dot. He's run himself wide through there as well. He's not going to carry the speed. He's got the inside line though. He's just kept Cutler at bay for now. Side by side as they run down towards this hairpin. Looks like Cutler's got himself through though. He has. Into second he goes. But he's now got a 4.9 second deficit from Pajonsky up front. Not surprising that Pajonsky's holding fastest lap of the race, 2:15.8. Halfway through then, Pajonsky 4.6 seconds up front. Cutler just getting himself past D Dot there, now with a second between himself and the third place man. Again, D Dot's going to have to pit soon. His tyres are starting to cost him. We see him coming now. He's over that side of the track. Yes, he comes in. Millerman on the hards is going to come through. Dominator's going to come through as well. About 15 seconds in the pits. Dominator, D-Dot getting released then. Comes out in front of Old Crawler, in front of Justin, and in front of Rob Scott. Rob Scott 12.5 seconds back from Justin. Yeah, unfortunately, just clipping the wall through there as well. Must have picked up damage. He came in on lap 7 and lap 8, and lap 8 was 2:50 with a pit stop. So yes, I think picking up damage has pretty much cost him any chance of a podium tonight. You never know though. Easy for him at the minute. 4.7 seconds over Cutler. Can't Cutler even see him? Just there he is. Is Cutler going to look to run to the end of the race on these tyres? So Pajonsky, he's got 5 seconds pretty much over Cutler. Pit stop's about 15 seconds. If he can gain a couple more seconds and then use a fresher set of softs near the end to put it to Cutler, could be on here for a damn good race at the end. He is pulling a little bit of time over Cutler. Gap just extended to 5.1. Not coming in this lap then, taking the faster line, staying away from that pit entrance. Millerman 8.8 seconds down. Quite a big gap back to Dominator as well, 5.8 seconds down. He chucks himself in the pits anyhow. That releases, oh, wrong way. Releases D-Dot, who's just stopped back into 4th. His tyres were starting to hurt him. Now 19.7 seconds off of race leader, Old Crawler. So he comes out on another set of mediums. Holding 5th place at the minute. Plenty of fuel on. Dominator on a fresh set of softs. So probably be able to close the gap up on Old Crawler, but we'll probably have to stop again. Rob Scott has made up a position on those medium tyres, got himself past Justin. Justin just been on the pits, fresh set of softs on for him. There he is, Pajonsky. Even with the worn out softs, still able to pull a 10th. It's yo-yoing a little bit, it's back down to 5 seconds, it was just up at 5.2. Cutler's mediums still working well for him at the minute. Yeah, he is able to pull time. Might be catching up with him in these corners here where they're tight and slow and he's not able to get the power down as much. Yeah, look, the gap back down to 4.9 seconds then. When are we going to see Podjonsky come in? He's going to do another lap on those. He's got the gap back up to 5.3. Again, he's probably going to lose a couple of tenths here on the run through these tight turns. He's quite happy. He has lost a bit of time. That gap comes down back to 5 seconds. But he can't do another 20 minutes on those softs, that's for sure. Cutler probably can on those mediums. Millerman starting to come under threat here from D-Dot, just 1.9 seconds back after his stop. Again, he'll probably have to stick another set on as well before the end. Maybe. How did you come in? Lap 5. Lap 5, lap 11. That would kind of mean lap 15 or 16, but I'll see what they're like in a couple of laps. Dominator in the pits this lap. Why are you in the pits? Oh, front end damage for Dominator, what a shame. So yeah, just yo-yoing a little bit, 4.7, 4.6. They are starting to hurt him now, Podjonsky. Plenty of life left in Cutler's mediums. A lot closer. Oh, he's gone a little bit wide through there though. Kept the power down. The gap coming down again at 4.5 seconds. Podjonsky's got to think about pitting. Yeah, he's just struggling around these tight hairpins. Loses a couple of tenths just through that turn alone. Last couple of turns. Is he going to chuck himself in the pits this lap? About 17 minutes left by the time he comes out. He's stopping out again. Gap between himself and Cutler, 4 seconds. D-Dot past Millerman, and by a good margin as well, 2.3 seconds now. Those hard tyres just costing him that position. D-Dot out on a fresh set of softs. Work to do to close up on the boys in front. 8.5 seconds off of Cutler, 12.4 off of Podjonsky in first. Old Crawler still holding this 5th position though, 8.7 seconds back, 2 sets of mediums he's played with so far. Rob Scott, who's ended up at the back of the pack, is now 6th. He's 16.1 seconds back from Old Crawler. Medium tyres, bit of wear on as well. Dominator's just come out on a fresh set of hard tyres. Justin Gant, he's picked up transmission damage. He's put a bit of fuel in. He's decided to put a fresh set of racing softs on. Right, what can he do? 8.3 seconds back from Dominator. Dominator's on the hard tyre as well, so it could be on here for Justin Gant before the end of this race. Podjonsky's not messing about with that set of soft tyres, is he? He's taken them to the end. He's still losing time to Cutler though. Will Cutler follow him in? I'd have thought he probably will. Stick a fresh set of tyres on himself. The gap will stay the same. And then it'll be a race to the end. D-Dot is closing up on these two as well. 5.5 seconds. Again, he's had a fresh set of softs on for a while. A little bit of wear showing on those though. Pajonsky in this time. Cutler follows him in. D-Dot could follow them in. He's going to do that as well. So we're going to have about 14 something minutes left to race. Millerman from 4th comes in. He's going to stick a fresh set of softs on as well, probably. Right, who's out where then? Pajonsky, fresh set of softs. 2.9 seconds over Cutler, also on a fresh set of softs. D-Dot 5.2 seconds back, fresh set of softs. Old Crawler through into 4th, 1.8 seconds down. He's on that semi-worn set of mediums. Millerman out, fresh set of softs, 8.7 seconds back from Old Crawler. So a bit of work to try and gain that position, but again with those super fresh softs, it should be able to close that gap down pretty quickly. Rob Scott still out on those mediums, holding that 6, 8.4 back from Millerman. Got plenty of time over Dominator, 15.1 seconds. Hard tyres then for Dominator. And Justin Gant 4.5 seconds down on that reasonably fresh set of softs. Pajonsky losing all the time here. Cutler gets that gap down to 1.5 seconds. D-Dot still 5.6 back as well. Only 7 seconds back from race leader. There's Old Crawler just behind him. 3 seconds down in 4th. Millerman also on those softs. Has he gained any time? Yeah, about half a second, maybe a second on Old Crawler. Rob Scott actually getting that gap down. 10.7 seconds. Oh, Millerman. Oh, no. He's ploughed it into the wall. He's taken a little bit too much speed into that turn. No, Millerman. Oh, what a shame. Final race of the season. It's locked up. He's unable to correct the direction it was travelling in. And you can see there, it just spun him off into the wall. Oh, I can imagine he's cussing and swearing and all sorts of stuff. Rob Scott's going to be all over him by the time he gets out of the pits as well. Dominator might have closed that gap up. I see what's happening up front. Still 1.7 seconds between Pajonsky and Cutler. 12.5 minutes remaining. Waldy, join the room. Maybe in this race you'll get a podium. Maybe. If you were racing. Keeping the gap at a consistent 1.5, 1.6 seconds at the minute then. D-Dot, he's gaining a little bit of time. About a tenth or two here or there. If these two get any closer together and start having to battle it out properly, that will allow D-Dot to close the gap up. 6.9 back from race leader, so pulls a couple of tenths. Old Crawler then through to 4th position with Millerman's mistake. Rob Scott goes through into 5th, now 30 seconds back, but he has got Dominator just 2.7 seconds back on those hards. Justin Gant another second back on the soft tyre. Millerman back out the pits, fresh set of tyres, or has he kept the same set on? Damage repaired though. 2.6 seconds down from Justin. Cutler making a mistake. 3.2 seconds now Pajonsky's got. Only 11 minutes remaining. Cutler runs a little bit wide through there as well. Now That puts himself under pressure from D-Dot now, only 2.7 seconds. He'll have seen that time drop. Unfortunately now, that doesn't give D-Dot as much opportunity because Cutler and Pajonsky, oh, that's Waldy just leaving the room, because Cutler and Pajonsky now aren't going to be battling it out, it won't be slowing them down as much. Old Crawler comes in this lap. He's going to stick a set of softs on. He's got plenty of time behind him to play with. I think he is. The last 10 minutes on a set of softs, he is. Can Old Crawler hold this fourth then? What's he going to have? 20 seconds, 20.6 seconds over. Sorry, apologise. 29 seconds over Rob Scott behind. Oh no, that's just dropped as he's crossed the line. 16 seconds. Both drivers on fresh tyres. So Old Crawler trying to hang on to that fourth position then before the end of this race. 9.5 minutes remaining. Pajonsky almost been gifted the win here by a little mistake from Cutler. Got the gap down to 1.5. Little mistake though has cost him. It's now at 3.7. There is that gap. Cutler again runs it a bit wide through there. That's going to bring him right under pressure from D-Dot behind. What's that gap at? 1.7 seconds. D-Dot's going to be able to carry a bit more speed through here as well. D-Dot could be on the move here for another podium position. Higher podium position. Actually now holding fastest lap of the race as well. 2:15.2 for D-Dot. Gets that gap down to 1.1 seconds. It is down below a second actually. The battle's on for second then. The gap for up front is 4.5 seconds. Keep an eye on this fight. Looks like Cutler's driving the life out of this thing. Oh! Maybe carrying a little bit too much speed through there. Does again. D-Dot closes that gap up on him. That's not the driver I wanted. That's the driver I wanted. Get ourselves on with D-Dot chasing down Cutler. Gap just at 0.8 of a second. He'll gain a toe where he can as well. He's well within slipstream range, is D-Dot. Down any of these little straights will just gain him a couple of hundredths here or there. They're not the longest of straights on this circuit. D-Dot dipping two wheels on that grass. We've seen Cutler just do the same thing on the previous lap. Gap down to 0.6 of a second. Still 0.7 now. Yeah, just those dirty tyres as you run into this fast turn. Costing him a tenth. Down towards this tricky hairpin. Still at 0.7. D-Dot will be putting everything into this. Did he come in a lap earlier than Cutler? Gap extends back up to a second through there. Podjonsky then, still 3.8 seconds up front. Cutler not having to make any moves yet to try and defend from D-Dot, so he's able to keep his eye on the prize in front. Still a lot of work to do with only 5.5 minutes remaining. D-Dot still just a second back. Yeah, Cutler's tyres looking very similar. D-Dot's actually got slightly better wear on his. That was staked by Cutler, costing that little bit of tyre wear as well. Again, D-Dot closes that gap back down to 0.6, 0.5, 0.4. All over Cutler now then, just 0.2 of a second in it. Is he going to make a run on the way down to the hairpin? Not quite able to get past Cutler there. Gets himself up the inside through the little kink. Is that going to benefit him into the hairpin? There's Cutler just holding on to that inside line through there. D-Dot's had to give him space. Keeps it 0.3 of a second. All the time, Podjonsky just up front. What does he now hold? 4 seconds. Nice tight line through there for D-Dot. Is it going to benefit him on the way out? Not quite. Still half a second just about in between these two. Under no danger from a 4th place attack. 24 seconds down for old Crawler. Again, D-Dot piling the pressure on Cutler. Keeps himself in front. Closes up now using that slipstream up this first straight. Is he going to get one slung up the inside here? No, Cutler goes defensive. D-Dot's going to have to try and run and get a better run on the way out. Side by side with Cutler. Not going to work out for him through here though. Cutler's got the inside line through this turn. But now swings himself to the outside of the circuit. That gives him the inside line into this next turn. So he sweeps through to take second off of Cutler. Cutler will be doing everything he can to get that position back. Good little battle between these two. And now Cutler goes for the same move. Just gets his nose up the inside of D-Dot. Slings one up. Can D-Dot get one? Where's he gone? He's not been able to carry the speed. Good battle between these two. Down towards this hairpin then. Room there for D-Dot to sling one up the inside, so he holds on to second for now. It's going to become final lap when they cross the line as well. Last chance saloon for D-Dot to take that extra step up the podium. Podjonsky in the meantime at 4.7 second lead. He's got the championship in the bag now pretty much. Unless he has a disconnect. Someone pull his wire out. Leave him alone. Oh, D-Dot almost managing to get side by side with Cutler on the way out of that final turn. Got back up to half a second. Both of these drivers going to be almost out of fuel as well for Cutler. A little bit more on board for D-Dot. Cutler could be in trouble here. It's a long circuit. May lose this position just down to the lack of fuel. Again, D-Dot gets a good run out of the exit of that turn. Tries to sling one up the inside of Cutler here. He has, but again, Cutler's going to hold this inside line. But you may see Cutler just drop back. No. Again, he's got to be careful. Fuel. Side by side on the way out of there. Cutler almost driving it off track. Cutler with the inside line then. D-Dot looking to sweep back up the inside, but again, Cutler's going to have the advantage into this next sweeping right-hander here. Last chance saloon then for D-Dot. Couple of turns left. He's got the hairpin of the last turn really to make a move. Goes for the sling around the outside. Can he hold this line into the hairpin? He's got his nose up the inside. I would kind of give that to him. D-Dot's doing the right thing, maybe. He left the door open, but he's driven himself wide anyway. D-Dot's helping him down the track. Right, let's get ourselves on with race leader Podjonsky then. Comes through to take the win here by a comfortable nearly 9 seconds by the end of it. 8.5. Oh, it's 8 seconds. Takes the win then, Podjonsky, comfortably. And takes the championship. Cutler then is going to come home in second place. He will also take second in the championship. D-Dot comes home in third. Old Crawler is going to take fourth position. 17 points. Oh no, it's coming down. Only 16.5 seconds down, actually, Old Crawler. 2 sets of mediums and a set of softs on for him. Rob Scott coming home in fifth. He's not had the best of nights, as Rob. Comes in backwards across the line. Fifth place for him. Millerman comfortably in sixth, so he can drift a Tron through the last couple of turns. Also backwards across the line for sixth place. Justin coming through to take seventh. Oh, he's out of fuel. Also backwards. Dominator then carrying more fuel than all of the drivers put together by the time they've crossed the line, I think. A little bit of damage on board as well. Comes home to take eighth then. And that is the championship. Done and done. Podjonsky very, very comfortably really now taking the win. Pole position race victory as well. There we go. So it'll be interesting to see what's happened between, is it D-Dot and Rob Scott, especially with double points in this final race. Rob Scott probably, he's still held fifth. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But Podjonsky, yes, comfortable win for you, sir. Congratulations. Hopefully we see you again next season. You've definitely put your stamp on this league. Definitely. Week after week, he's had consistent positions up front. Even starting from the back of the pack with the extra weight, he's always managed to get himself pretty much onto a podium position, if not winning the race. So yeah, congratulations Podjonsky. Congratulations Cutler as well, and possibly Rob Scott, depending on where you've ended up in the championship, first, second and third. Maybe D-Dot, might be D-Dot, I don't know. But that's it from the CHewitt Racing Mini Cooper Cup. That was season 9. I think we've got one more season next year of this, and then everyone's jumping over to GT7 if it comes out. But I'm sure we'll come back with another mini league if we can sort that one out on there. Don't you worry. We'll be back with the CHewitt Racing on GT7. But that's it from me for this season at least. We've still got that's all I've got left now is the P1 Racing British Touring Car Championship on a Thursday night. No problem, Cutler, no problem. That starts. That's qualifying at. No, sorry, not qualifying at 9 because qualifying is run the previous week. So race start is about 9:05 after everyone's in the lobby and it's all sorted out. Yes, no problem, Cutler. No problem. So we start with race 1 at 9 o'clock on Thursday. 20-minute race into another 20-minute race, and then a 10-minute qualifying sprint race right at the end to determine qualifying for the following week. So that's Thursday night, 9 o'clock, P1 Race Community. And that's pretty much it till next season. I think there's, what, 5 rounds left of the P1 League. Like I say, we've got another 1 season of this on GT Sport. That starts in the new year. We've got 1 more season of the Team Oliver Racing GR3 League. Again, starts in the new year. 1 more season of GTTCC on a Friday night. Again, before everyone chops over to GT7, I would expect anyway. We'll see what happens with all the other leagues. But that's pretty much it. Start that again. That's pretty much it. Going to be it from me tonight. I can't speak. What's going on? If you want to help my channel out, a couple of ways you can do it. You can donate if you want to buymeacoffee.com/dartsmoker, but I'd much rather you got something for your money. So I'd rather you hit me up at dartsmoker@googlemail.com and I can give you some tickers and t-shirts. Yes, tickers and t-shirts. Tickers are £3 a pair. Free postage, and t-shirts are 22 quid plus free postage and free stickers as well. So hit me up at dartsmoker@googlemail.com if you fancy any of that. Other than that, that's it for the season. I hope you've liked what you watched. If you have, give it a like, comment, subscribe, tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dartsmoker. Come back next season. I'm out of here.